He was supposed to come. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I got more emotional about him than I did my own kid last night.
My serious apologies for what I'm about to do, but it was with high request. Mrs. Hill, can you help me real sick? Oh. That's right, I turned on my phone.
Taking a shopping?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, it's on like 5%.
You gotta be ready for this stuff.
Still booting up. All right, there you go. Everyone say hashtag.
Okay.
All righty. Thank you. My fellow class of 2015. My fellow classmates, my fellow teachers, my fellow friends. We have come here tonight because we are champions at work and have conquered the trials that stood before us for the past 4 years. And what do we do to show our efforts and experiences? We all use SpongeBob quotes in the yearbook. And I quote from Aubrey Simpkins, "I'm Dirty Dan." Or Ryan Carrasco's, "Moss always points to civilization." Or my personal favorite, Sebastian Sykes, "The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma." The spotlight has shined on us for 4 years. And we had little room for error. But with every year of doubt, we threw it right back and said, give us a real challenge. We hardly had any equipment for sports, and now have Under Armour equipment and bleachers that the spectators gaze upon, and the courts. Very nice. We even had to order more bleachers so people can bask in our triumph. People thought we were providing a good learning experience when we have AP college courses and a diverse range of clubs. Now don't even get me started how spectacular the dances, assemblies, and spirit weeks are! Even after all these feats, people still said we weren't a winning school. Did you not hear the list Mrs. Hill just read off? The words are falling off the page because they can't handle that magnificent beat of class 2015! We made the school what it is today. Like, I can remember going to Phoenix and spending nights building away at robots. Or National Honor Society and our roadside cleanups. And found an awesome crowbar. Nice job, Tori Lawrence. Our believing and achieving motto with my teammates by my side in football. And losing my voice in every game at cheerleading. Shout out Cheer Squad. Even kids from other districts want to come to our school and bask in the glory, which is Walden Grove High School. As Estrada would say, we're kind of a big deal. When I was a lineman in football, Coach Darling would always tell me, point your camera. It is an imaginary camera for, lack of better words, points out of your behind. As long as our camera was pointed at our quarterback, we were doing our jobs. Much like the teachers, as they taught in front of the class, they were pointing their cameras at us and putting our lives in focus. Like Mr. Estrada, being my rival who is more awake at 0 hour. Mr. Hamrick and Mr. Harding doing football trick shots in the hallway. I'm especially going to miss the teachers dancing in the assemblies. Mr. Foss sure has style. And who said white people can't dance? Thank you, Mrs. Sorche in economics, for making me feel like a billionaire one moment and dirt poor the next. Mr. Santa Cruz, showing me the power of community service and the power of wet noodles if assignments weren't turned in. And Mrs. Parra for believing that I too can speak in Espanol. Or who could forget Mr. Darling, embarrassing every couple in his hallway. Oh, Chandler, I'm gonna miss you so much. I won't see you for another 55 minutes. Don't worry, Alyssa. I'll be thinking of you the whole time, baby. When I look back at freshman year, I didn't think any action could have risen to Walden Grove at any heights. I mean, Mrs. Lopez did teach me the ways of group dances, but I was still confused. Our teacher staff average age is 29, and I thought we were doomed. Who knew it would work in our favor? The PE classes have taught us to increase our athletic ability and gain Schwarzenegger muscles. How to write a resume, present with PowerPoints, create and manage a budget, using a filibuster to skip government activities, and play a killer French horn solo. Keep rocking it, Brian Calamire. From teachers like Mrs. Rojan, Mrs. Blazer, and Mr. Myers, who are always there to grant help if we needed it. Thanks to our teachers, we now have our cameras in focus. I can't thank the people enough that got us here and supported us as we dominated life. Mrs. Hill and the board of members of the school district, I commend you for setting the bar high and believing in us. As we go off into the world, we will start pointing our cameras away from Walden Grove. Class of 2015, the lights are on, our cameras are focused, and it's time for action. So I send you off with the word of advice. Take a little more of what you learned here and a little less from SpongeBob. Let's go, Red Wolves!
And with that, graduates, can you please stand? By the power vested in me by the Arizona State Board of Education and the Sahuarita School Board, I certify that each of you has met or exceeded the graduation requirements. As a symbol of significance, please move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations, class of 2015!
houses you built to